Geometry Dash, the last game you'd think has lore. Wait, no, that's Mario, but I already covered that one. I've been playing this game a lot lately since there are really no good mobile games and I can't get a Switch yet. Mom, please, I want one so bad. So I've been thinking about this game a lot lately. At first, I started noticing small connections between the levels, like going from that all square background to getting more complex over time, and then going to a more, for lack of a better word, natural theme? I don't know, but that thought process led me to several conclusions that I blew my own mind with. So strap in, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and other genders, I've got one hell of an episode here. Hello there, I'm the Syrup Snake, and I can finally use good gameplay footage that I actually own. Woohoo! Please, Mom, I want to switch. So, let's get to the point. I've come up with some sort of lore for this stupidly simplistic single-tap platformer game, so yeah, let's actually start talking about it. First, we need to establish that the developer, Robert Topala, RobTop, get it? Is a part of his own game. We know this because in every update description he signs the end Rub. What? Which, if you made it far enough in the game, is a name that appears all over the place. Besides the 21 main levels, the 65 3-level map packs, the 14 5-level gauntlets, and the countless other user-made levels, there are some hidden parts to this game. There are 3 shops, which aren't too obvious, but they aren't hard to find. And there's also a treasure room and 3 secret vaults. These are what we're going to be using to form most of this theory, but there are some other clues hidden throughout the game. Within all these secrets, there are a total of 8 characters in this game. The shopkeeper, Scratch, Protor, the gatekeeper, whatever this guy's name is, the other gatekeeper, the demon, and of course, Rub. 2 of these characters are very important in establishing exactly what Geometry Dash is. Rub and the demon. The demon has been locked up in a cage by Rub, who promised him chicken, and there was no chicken.
Program with the most tragic backstory ever.
Looking at the demon's dialogue, we can establish that Geometry Dash is a world, or its own plane of existence. I don't know how to describe it, but the demon says that his mission is to destroy the world of Geometry Dash. The script says Georgia Dash. The demon wants to destroy Georgia. What the f***? Autocorrect. There's another detail that somewhat confirms this. Navigation of the menus is a bit weird. There are doors in random places, locks scattered all over the place, shops in many separate locations, coins left in random places. It's a bit of a mess. Navigation of these menus is sort of like traveling through a city in real life, since not everything is perfectly organized, like other games. Not every pizza place is in one part of the city. No, there are pizza places all over the place, just like the shops at Geometry Dash. We can also see other players traveling about it as well, and we know that that's what these icons are meant to represent, since you, the player, can crash into them by hitting them. We can assume that this world was created by Rub, as he is the developer and seems to have great control over many of the characters. So, Geometry Dash is in some sort of digital world, resided in by these characters and visited by the players. Now, let's talk about the shopkeepers Scratch and Protor. I think we can confirm that Scratch was originally meant to be in Protor's place. Scratch is much more secretive, and his shop looks more makeshift. He's obviously doing this without Rub's permission, and he repeatedly says that Rub might be watching, or Rub can't know about this, and he has also stolen the Master Emblem right from him. Neither of the other shopkeepers seemed this nervous around the player. This one sells icons from RobTop, Protor sells icons made by the community, but Scratch is sort of the oddball. He's a glitch in the code that was probably spared by Rub, but he's still running a shop without Rub's permission. The gatekeepers are pretty similar to Scratch. It's very obvious that these two don't like their jobs, as they're always grumpy and insulting each other, except for this one, who seems more primitive than the other ones. He's still loyal to Rub, but the others say they hate him. He can't make natural small talk, and he gives you predetermined riddles, whereas the others just tell you to go away. These 3 gatekeepers are all guarding the demon in one way or another. This one has one of the keys, this one, never mind, he does nothing, and this one actually guards the entrance to the demon's cage. Alright, got all that? Good. Now it's time to bring it all together. Rub created the digital world of Geometry Dash, and created the characters to inhabit it, to interact with the player, and do his bidding for. From what we know, the demon was probably his friend, as he trusted Rub enough to walk into a cage. Rub obviously did that because the demon was trying to destroy his world, but what was his motivation to do so? It's because these gatekeepers and shopkeepers are trapped, suffering in Rub's world. These 2 gatekeepers hate their jobs. Scratch is constantly hunted and is going against Rub. Even this gatekeeper has been brainwashed by him. The demon probably told Rub this, concern for the beings inhabiting this world, and he saw it as a threat, so we locked him up while he still could, and made him sound evil by making the hardest levels known as demons. For years, everyone has been trapped in this world, used only as assets for the player, who this world was created for. That's why the demon has spies. There are probably even more characters that we don't get to see. Who are these spies? Who's delivering merchandise to Scratch's shop? There's obviously more going on beneath the surface, but the important thing is this. Rub is tormenting these beings, and the demon tried to save them, but was locked away before he could. His promise to make it worth your time to rescue him wasn't true for the player, but true for all the other characters. The reason this game hasn't been updated in 2 years is that the only story left to tell after you free the demon is the destruction of the game and the freedom of its characters. But hey, that's just a theory. God damn it, please don't do this. I'm not a MatPat knockoff, I swear. Ugh. I'll see you around.